Hi and welcome to Robins. In this film I'm going to talk you through the features of our Cabin 300, which is in our adventure collection. You can see here that the Cabin 300 is a tunnel design tent which sleeps up to 3 people. With the tent being in our adventure collection, we're using our Hydrotex 5000 fly sheet on here. Now this is a really good quality, tightly woven polyester material which has been PU coated on the inside. It has fully taped seams and it has a hydrostatic head of 5,000 millimeters. And it's also been treated to make sure that it's fire retardant as well. All of the poles that we use on this tent are made from DAC, or made by DAC rather. So what that ensures is you're getting real top quality poles on this tent, which are very lightweight and very, very strong, thanks to them being T6 alloy. Now these have all been anodized as well, just to stop them from corroding quite as quickly. And we are using the DAC hub point here to connect the poles into as well. Another nice feature on here is that we're using our Robbins Red Guy Lines. Now these have reflective points all the way through them, so that when you've got your head torch on, they're going to shine at night, so you're not going to trip over them. A real nice feature of the guy lines on here is the fact that we use our storm guard system. So what this does is it attaches the guy line onto this piece of webbing, and that just allows us to wrap this webbing around the pole like so, and then pull out the guy line into its pegging position to really increase the overall stability of the tent. You'll also notice just here that we're using clam cleat guy runners, so they're very, very easy to adjust and they self-lock into place as well. This here is a guy line retainer, so when it comes to taking down the tent, we can wrap up the guy line in our hands and pop it in here, so the next time we come to use it, the guy lines are easily accessible and they're not all in one large mangled mess. Now, one real nice feature on here you can see is these side arches. What that does is this covers the vent that's underneath here to allow cool fresh air into the tent. Like I say, this canopy being on top of that ensures that this stays totally waterproof, and also the bar between these two here, the pole between these two, really ensures maximum stability as well. When we come around to the front of the tent, we'll just see here that we have a real nice feature of this canopy on the front of the cabin. That just gives you a little bit of sheltered area at the front, whether it's a little bit drizzly but you still want to sit outside, or if you're lucky enough for it to be too sunny, you can shelter from that as well. Stepping into the tent, we can see that we've got these nice large windows at the front and all the way around the sides, and we also have some ventilation panels at the top as well. Now there is good space in here. I mean, ideally this tent is best suited for couples who want that little bit extra space, but as I said earlier, it will sleep up to 3 people. The space is really accentuated thanks to these large windows all the way around the tent here. They flood the area with light, but if you want a little bit more privacy or you don't want quite as much light coming in, then that's okay, because each window has its own curtain which can just be toggled closed completely. The mesh ventilation can also be closed using zipped panels as well, so we can just close that off if it does get a little bit too cold, and that's the same all the way around the tent, so you can see here that that's open and then toggled away. The ground sheet that we're using in this tent is a polyethylene material, so it is really, really tough, very heavy duty, totally waterproof with a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimeters. It's fully sewn in all the way around from front to back, and you can see that it's bathtub in style, so it does come up at the edges, ensuring you're not going to get any drafts in, you're going to keep out any water, and hopefully keep out any unwanted bugs as well. Towards the back of the tent is where the sleeping compartment is, and on the outside here we'll find that we have these handy mesh storage pockets. There's also some mesh storage pockets on the inside. We have a large mesh ventilation panel towards the back, which corresponds to outside ventilation of the tent. And the roof on here is a blackout material to ensure that even on the brightest of day, you should get a nice long lie in. The door of the inner tent, when closed over, does also have a mesh door on there as well, so that can be closed over to allow for great ventilation, but again, stopping any unwanted bugs coming in and out. So that's all the features of our Cabin 300. Thank you very much for watching.